And here we go. Hydrogen burn-off igniters initiated. 7, 6, 5. 4-stage engine start. 3, 2, 1. Boosters in ignition. And liftoff of Artemis I. We rise together back to the moon and beyond.
Confirmation that the solid rocket boosters have separated.
For Israel to be a part of the Artemis missions is something really beyond economic terms. It's something that it really has to do with our nature, our fundamental nature of explorers, innovators, pioneers. We are a nation of pioneers. I think it was instilled in me to think that if Israel is not strong, then the result is Holocaust. And it all hinges on the strength of the state of Israel. And for me, the greatest threat to Israel, for me and many others since I was a teenager, was Iran obtaining a nuclear weapon. And I knew that while Israel was doing amazing things to prevent any kind of detonation on our soil, if prevention fails, we should have a solution. Stemrad is a company I founded in Israel about 10 years ago with the purpose of protecting first responders from radiation in nuclear incidents. And what we did was invent first responder PPE for gamma radiation here on Earth. And this product, a 360 gamma, is such a product that could prevent mortality from exposure to nuclear weapons. It's that powerful. We were in the midst of creating our solution for nuclear first responders when we stumbled upon the need to protect astronauts that NASA is planning to send back into deep space for the first time since 1972. While the Apollo missions were kind of like a boots on the ground, let's put a flag in kind of mission, maybe bring back some rocks. Now NASA has aspirations to go back for good. And that camp on the moon would serve basically as a launching pad towards Mars. The gravest threat for crew members venturing into deep space is solar particle events. Okay, so this is eruptions of the sun that are basically not blocked by Earth's magnetosphere because you're far and away from Earth and you're not protected in any way. So given the AstroRad, now they have the ability that once they get the warning that they have an incoming solar particle event, they would basically take the AstroRad and they would put it on their bodies. They'd have enough time to wear it, and then they'd be wearing it over the course of the solar particle event. The first of the Artemis missions is Artemis I. It's basically the test mission. So here we have the involvement of NASA. First and foremost, they're building the Orion capsule, the rocket and the spacecraft. Now we have the passengers inside the spacecraft, which happen to be internationals, okay? One of them is Zohar. She's Israeli, and she's the contribution of the Israeli Space Agency. And then we have Helga, she's German. She's contribution of DLR, which is the German Aerospace Center. And they're gonna be jam-packed with radiation sensors. And they're gonna give us a lot of information on the threat of radiation in deep space. So between the three of us, NASA, the Israeli Space Agency, and the German Aerospace Center, we're collaborating to first of all understand the radiation threat in deep space, and second of all, create and basically prove the existing countermeasure that we have in AstroRad. Standing there from a couple miles away, I was just overwhelmed with emotion as we counted down together, the whole audience, 10, 9, 8. And then a certain sense of fear. No, it's not going to launch. It's going to explode on the pad. But then when it went up and when it defied gravity, I felt like I, as an entrepreneur, defied gravity. Yeah! Knowing that we were able to guarantee Israel's participation in Artemis.
Just 1 minute away from entry interface into the Earth's atmosphere. The descent rate is right on the money.
To be a part of mankind's aspirations to go to the moon and on to Mars and maybe even further, to be a part of that, I think it's a great sense of accomplishment for me personally and for all the people, all the hundreds of people that helped us along the way.
Splashdown. From Tranquility Base to Taurus Littrow to the tranquil waters of the Pacific, the latest chapter of NASA's journey to the moon comes to a close. Orion, back on Earth.